Oh my God. Oh, now I'm fixing it. Can you see me now? Okay. I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it. Madonna, let's go. This is funny. I was just given all the information and I wasn't live. I was just talking to the wall. Mrs. Otter just told me, she's like, Alex, you're not live. I just had a definite boomer situation. I'm sorry. Now you can see me. You can see in the back, I got my mom visiting from Canada. You can also see that I got a scratch because a piece of board hit me in the face yesterday at work because I'm a carpenter. But we're here and we're trying our best to give you everything. But my God, I had a start. I had this ready to go. Okay, we're going to turn this back on, and I wanted to apologize to everybody for not showing you these beautiful levels that we had before. So I was given the talk, man. I was given the talk. I was all fired up. I had the energy and I had the level, and I was apologizing yesterday for giving you guys this 25,292 level yesterday because I was $4 short. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that I didn't give you a better, I should have put it at 29.6. So next time I'll make sure that I won't be $4 off in my estimates of where price will go and dump on us. So I have gotten into a short today. I am very happy to have heard that many community members have caught this downtrend, as have I. And guess what? I took profits down here, and we are also in a trade right now from up here and looking to catch some more trades. As you can see, we share our trades on this channel because we like to help everybody out. So shout out to everybody here who just missed the amazing TED Talk. But guess what? We can do it again because it's okay. Even though I didn't hit the big red button on the screen that says go live, we are back and we are ready. I'm sorry for the late start. I was on time. I promise you that. But let's look at the charts. We're going to go through everything. We did give this setup. What has caused us to dump? Well, there's been some bearish news by the Fed. Not Jerome Powell, but a couple of his buddies. And we had the perfect little setup here. If we go over to the 1 hour, we can see that we got a very, very simple. Now, I'm asleep during this, but I gave this. We got a very simple bearish divergence here on the 1 hour. And we could have caught this top if we had this marked out and we were ready to trade this. I woke up and I jumped in right around 850, I believe, and caught this downward movement. And guess what? We have come down and we have touched into previous support that I was just talking about. That's where I had gotten to. We were touching down into the previous support. Now we can see if we stretch this out, we can see that we've had this support line from before, right? This value area high, all these tops, all this good stuff. You can see it's pretty much down here, right? If I pull this back, we can see, let me get rid of that and let's pull it properly like we should be doing so that the viewers can see that we have this beautiful value area high. And guess what? We've touched it to the dollar. I haven't jumped into a long here because I expect price to work its way back down, right? And where can price go? Well, we've had 22,751 marked out on our charts, but let's jump in to the longer term time frames and look at some ideas that I have. Now we see on the 5-day and the 3-day, we had a green dot printing, but it hasn't printed yet. So don't get all ready for a big bullish pump yet because we have been rejected perfectly off the top of this range. Now we know that this range, because we've been talking about it, is exactly where this has come into, right? We know that this down here is a bit of FTX FUD, but we know that this has been a range since beautiful June. If you can remember that far back, congratulations. It was quite the ride and we have dumped, but now we have rallied up and we are looking to pump through and get above this 25.2 area that we had on our charts. But as we go through these daily time frames, we can see that we've been rejected. And one thing I am looking for, if we cannot make a higher high here that we could get a nice bearish divergence on this time frame, and that could bring us down significantly. So we need to be careful here and watch for that. Shout out to Stragahart, best TED Talk ever, and we missed it. 1212 Yoshi Nakamoto LFG in the chat. We see you. So we are back. We are ready. Thank you guys for joining us. Phil X, given the we didn't see you, you better turn your go live on. Thank you very much for supporting this channel. Thank you, Padawan Rangebender, for supporting this channel. I appreciate every single one of you. God bless you all. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today is Friday in Australia. I know it's Thursday in most parts of the world, but we're in the future here. So this is the TA from the future. How could you not want to know what's going to happen in the future? So let's get into it. Let's look at this on the daily and let's work our way down. We can see that we've curled up here with the green dot, and we've had a little bit of a bounce off these previous lows that we just marked out on our chart, right? So we also have some key levels of support that we are looking for, but in order to hold this area and to bounce, we need to hold this support somehow and stay above here. Now, do I think that's going to happen? Not really, right? Because we moved up so aggressively, the biggest pump in such a very long time for Bitcoin, that we came up, wow, 17%. Holy smokes, Batman, right? So we got to be careful here and know that right now, the markets are volatile. They don't know if we're in a recession, if we're in a bull market, if we've bottomed, if you know what I mean. So there's so much going on right now in the markets with war, with FUD, with Binance, with you name it. There's news out there. If you want to find it, you can find it. And a simple thing as these Fed people telling that the CPI or some sort of interest rate is not accurate and they should be hiking it more, and they're mostly bearish, that brought us down this much is very interesting to me. But we need to be prepared for anything and trade the ranges, get in, get out, and pay ourselves. That's what we're all about here. So I hope you guys have paid yourselves at the bare minimum, and if not, you haven't jumped into a trade that can wreck you and without using good risk management and trading level to level. So if you're here, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate every single one of you. Let's get back into it. So on the medium hour time frames, we can see that we've come clearly up and red dotted on the 10, no red dot on the 12. So on the 10, the 8, and the 6, and we can see as we come obviously further down the hourly charts that we can see that this decline has gotten more steeper and steeper, and we've worked our way almost back down to the 0 line, right? So if we pull a fib from here, like we always like to on this channel, pull a fib, we can see that we have this point of control down below us here. Now this is my target for everyone who likes targets and who likes me apologizing for being $4 off in the right direction, by the way. So you would have gotten into that trade. So we're not going to throw this on just yet because we need more confluence, right? We have the point of control here, but can we come lower, right? That is the question. Now, we'll keep an eye out for that, but we also got to remember that we have this significant point of control matched up with the golden pocket here, right? So let's be careful about this because this is a lot of confluence for one spot. Can we come down and challenge this? Well, first of all, the first things in store is the top of this range, the value area high that has significant volume that is holding us up, right? Because we can clearly see we have a range here, we have a range down below us that we traded in, and now it looks like it's trying to hold the fort here in order to remain bullish and build something over here. So we can see these things. What would be healthy in my mind, and how would I trade this? So right now I'm in a short, like I said, quick scalp. I took the short from up here today, but I am also in a short from here. I have this at break even. I've already taken profits because I used quite a bit of leverage, 44x, which isn't extreme leverage, but it's enough to make you a good little profit with enough capital. So right now we're looking at this Hopefully it can bring us down. Where is my target? Well, the next take profit is definitely at this point of control, right? And then we'll see how it works out if we can continue lower than that. So I hope you're all doing well. But one thing I did want to stress is be careful of a bearish divergence. Now, how can a bearish divergence form? Well, that would be if we don't make a higher high here, right? If we fail to come up and make something like this, well, it looks like we might make something like this, and that could be very bearish, especially on the 16, 18, all these higher time frames. That is a bigger move because obviously the higher the time frame, the more stronger the move. Now, we did get this wild push up and to challenge the 25,292. So the sentiment still remains bullish. Now that sounds weird because you're like, well, Alex, we've gotten rejected, right? We've gotten rejected. When do I feel bearish? It would have to be the break of these previous lows, right? We would have to work our way down and get somewhere in here and break these lows to continue to the downside, in my opinion, right? We do have key levels of CME gaps down here. We have lows in here. We have many things, and we also have this trend line dropping further and further down that we've been watching as well. So we have to be careful of all these things and watch moves to the downside. Until then, I remain bullish, right? I remain bullish. We've come up with clear structure that says, hey, we could be going higher here, right? So let's be careful. Let's be watching our trades, and let's look at our trade setups for tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday. It's a great trading day for Australians because we get to trade the market and enjoy a Saturday at the same time, which is pretty sweet. We do have to stay up till 12:30 if we want to trade, but you know what? It's the weekend. We might as well, right? So those were our setups for that. This is our point of control. Let's zoom out a bit. Let's look at this range. So we're going to pull this range all the way across. Do you know why? Because it's always good to get a good idea of what we got in front of us and where the price may trade if we do not remain bullish. So we can see that we have this clear defined range right here, right? So that is marked out on our chart with a point of control. And Green Hulk smiley faces. Can I get some otters in the chat? If we otter gang, then we got to be throwing up otters as much as possible everywhere in everybody's stream. Let's just pollute the YouTube crypto space with otters. So we can see here that we have clear defined area of volume, right? So this area right in here is a very significant area to where we can bounce. So can we bounce from here? This will be my first trade setup. So where am I going to put this? Well, I'm going to put it a little bit lower. I'm going to go with 22,653 just to be careful. Satoshi Ace in the building. What up, Otter Gang? You part of the Otter Gang. Ace, always in the Discord, always sharing knowledge, always trying to get better. Much love to you. Shout out to Ace. We want to see a green otter. Well, we right now only got the beautiful schlonging otter that doesn't matter if the market's going up or down. He is always ready to throw down a schlong. So right now we are looking for a long setup because we're in a short setup. So where's this long setup? The long setup is going to definitely come in around 22,631 because we can see volume here, right? It disappears after that. So if we lose this level, this would be very bearish. Also, if we lose this level, like I said before, that is massively bearish. That changes the sentiment, in my opinion, because the sentiment right now is obviously bullish. It's obviously bullish. After the biggest pump we've had since who knows how long, I could back test it, but we don't need to go and back test anything because we know that this pump, the 17%, has been a massive rally. Even this here, this has been a massive rally, right? Bada boom, right? Bada boom, right? So let's be patient. Single day movement, pretty massive God candle, as they call them. So this is my level here, and this is my level, obviously, the tops. We go into the tops again, right? But where would be a healthy retest if I want to short this? So if I wanted to short this, where would be a healthy area? What are we going to do, Otter Gang? We're going to pull a fib from the top to the swing low here, and we're going to mark this out on our charts, right? And we can simply see that between somewhere in here, we can look for, I go 786, especially with shorter term time frames. I like to be more open to movement because it's not as impactful when you're on a shorter term time frame. Now, if we pull a volume profile, let's pull it from here to here, just be a little bit cheeky, we can see that we do have a point of control matching up with this right here. So instead, we will pull this level just down to where we see the volume is here, and we will throw a re-entry for a short here. So right now we are curling down. I am in a short from 23.8 to 9. No, 23.818, 818, 818. Is that an 808 or an 818? Something like that. So these are my ideas. These are my thoughts. Hope you're doing well. I want to know if you guys need anything from me. I'm more than willing to look at any coins, anything, any ideas. We are here. We are looking at this. When we zoom out, we look at the weekly and we zoom out completely. We can see that clearly Bitcoin is trying to rally, right? It is trying to rally. It is working its way up. It is hard to see with all the junk on the screen, so I apologize for that. But we can see that it is trying to rally. It has bounced off of this trend line, but not completely, in my opinion. I believe it can come back down and maybe retest it, right? We have these key areas below us at 21,347. But right now, in the short-term time frame, you've got the levels. I showed you the levels. We'll pull them up again so you can get everything that I'm looking at on a daily basis in order to enter and exit trades. We got the CME gap. We got the prices. We got areas of confluence that we can definitely add to our charts in order to become better and more profitable traders. If we have like-minded thinking, we share these levels together, we can become better together. And that's the whole point of this channel, is to share my ideas and how I'm looking to trade the upcoming day, every single day with you guys, so that we can become better, right? As a community and as traders, maybe put a little extra money away for some savings and a nice retirement or whatever you want to do with your money. But it's not financial advice. We're just simply here to try and help. I wish I didn't close my OPU trade. That 554% profit would have been a whopping 875%. But hey, profit is profit. And that's what I like to hear. Pay yourself. Ace paying himself 554% profit. Nobody here would be complaining about that. I mean, the most recent one I had was 388, and I paid myself. So congratulations, Ace out there making them gains. Salute to you, my friend. Happy Friday, happy Thursday, whichever day it is. I'm proud of you, my man. That is amazing. You out there. So yeah, keep these levels, mark them down on your charts. Remember to be legendary, because you guys are. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to head out because my mom's visiting from Canada, so I should typically spend more time with her, don't you think? But I'm spending time with you on a daily basis because I care and because I want this community to grow and flourish. So I appreciate every single one of you. Have a wonderful evening/day. God bless, and we'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out. Much love. Mrs. Otter, did you go fishing? I think I smelt some salmon. Is that some Canadian salmon? Or is that just... Oh, salmon it is.